medical system in the West is like set up to fail you, like really set up to fail you. We gotta focus on eating whole foods, not ultra processed foods, growing our own crop, eating a lot of vegetables, eating fiber, like eating actual real protein, not processed protein. Like, it's just a given. We've got to eat like that. And we have the manuscript as well from being Muslim, which is crazy because we're just living in a day and age where gluttony is like literally arm's reach away. And that's what is the reason why we're all struggling with like these inflammations or these issues in one way or another. Oh my God. Hi, Jazz. How are you? I'm not a doctor, no. Gluttony is not an issue. What do you mean, Daniel? Like, gluttony is literally an issue, even if it existed in our lifetime or not. Like, the idea of gluttony is an issue. Okay, well, maybe that's your opinion, but I do believe gluttony, this is what causes these things like gallbladder issues, kidney stones, your pancreas, type 2 diabetes, obesity, fat in the heart, like, you know what I mean? People eat for comfort, like we debated. Oh yeah, I mean, like, I guess maybe we're just languaging it differently. I kind of meant like that, like gluttony can be, like, it's an emotional response, right? People's relationship with food is an emotional thing. And so, like, gluttony is not the issue. It's the people are gluttonous. Are we, like, on the same page? I think maybe we just worded it a bit differently. Alhamdulillah, I'm all right, thank you. How are you? That's good. I'm happy to hear. And I'm doing good. I gave myself a lash lift, so I hope that your lash lift is going well too. Sorry guys, I just have to keep blocking the most random people from my life because these bots are wild. Okay, well, that makes me laugh a lot. I love how, like, people just say something and then they just leave. But yeah, I stand by what I say. Food is a huge deal. Food is a huge deal. And the funny thing is, the doctors and all medical professionals I spoke to, like my GP, I spoke to the surgeon, I spoke to the nurses. What does my recovery look like now? What would you recommend my diet to be like? Because I'm confused, like, where did this come from? And they're just like, eat as normal. And I'm just like, I asked other people and everyone else was saying the same thing, that everyone's saying to them that you don't have to change anything, which I think is ridiculous. No, it isn't. How can gluttony be an issue when people enjoy eating with cold weather? Sorry, what? Look, like, I think both issues exist. Like, gluttony is like, I can be gluttonous if I just, like, don't stop eating and I, like, am full. My stomach is full, but I don't stop. Like, I'm participating in gluttony. Anyone can be, and I feel like we are we're living in a time where we have limitless accessibility to food to be gluttonous. Like, and all shit food is like cheap as, like, just head to Woolies and Coles and spend $20, you get a bunch of snacks, and that is gluttonous. It is. Okay, I'm so glad that it's going well, babe. Hello. I'm so confused, like, how is gluttony not an issue? Gluttony is an issue regardless of what timeline we're living in, even if it's the beginning of times. Like, the whole point is that we've got extra issues because we've got so much accessibility to things. 10 facts about yourself, sis. Thank you, Theo. Okay, I'm Pakistani-Australian, born and raised here, but, like, my ethnicity is Pakistani, and I've gone back to Pakistan many times. Love where I'm from. 2, I'm 27. 3, I have, there's 4 siblings, 4 of us, including me. So I come from a family of 6. I love the color green. Love the color green. I would say it's my favorite color, but I do also love all colors. I've had braces and Invisalign. I had braces when I was in high school, Invisalign after, because I never got a wire behind my teeth, and so my teeth moved. Trying to think of another fact. I'll just say when I was born, I had pyloric stenosis. That was my first surgery. Nothing big. The last time I was in surgery before this one. And I studied a bachelor's degree in business, and I majored in marketing and communications. I've mentioned that before. I've worked in marketing before I quit my job. Now I work as a brow and a lash stylist, and I run essentially 2 studios. I'm trying to think what else I can say. Growing up, my favorite sport to play was netball. So I did play netball. I remember my parents didn't let me play because like girls don't play sports. So with the pocket money they gave me, I would go during the week when my friend catch a bus, and I would pay for netball to enter and like play it. And that was like the best. It was so fun. I also have 4 nose piercings. I don't know if is that a fact. I've got 1, 2, 3, and then I've got a septum, which I got when I was 15, but I never wear it out. My name, in the letter that my name starts in English, is this letter, B. And then in Arabic, it's this letter, B. So these are the same sounds, but in 2 different languages. Sorry, I'm just keeping this so boring. I know I could probably give more interesting facts. I just don't know what else to say, you know? I don't know who's watching me. It's kind of scary. I got a lash lift. I did my own lash lift, and I'm just wearing mascara. No one's giving fatwa. I'm a girl anyway, so what fatwa would I be giving? Damn, I love when people get pressed and it's like, don't lecture me. Well, honey, there was no one lecturing in the first place. Something you've never told your parents. Well, if there's something if there was anything that I hadn't told my parents, why do you think, like, why the hell would I come on live and say it? Sorry. I know that's not the theme anymore, but I actually still love and respect my parents a lot. So is there anything that I could mention that... No, I feel like my parents pretty much they don't know everything about me, because I'm not someone to just spill the beans and tell everyone everything. But I would say my parents pretty much know everything in my adult life. Maybe my high school life, no, because I was younger and you don't tell your parents everything. But I had this thing where my mum found out everything, even if I hid it from her. So, yeah. I don't know. My dad's strict and was more conservative growing up. My mum was a bit more chill. She also had her limits though, but I told my mum everything. My mum and her, I always told her everything. Maybe my dad doesn't know that my name used to be breast hair. Bring back your old newsarray name. That's why I said it, iconic. Look, I do believe it's iconic because, I made breast hair when I was 14. I was in line waiting for my drama class. It had no correlation whatsoever to what it actually meant. And I didn't mean for it to come across dirty or inappropriate, but I got older and I realized that it can be taken really inappropriately. And we used to live in a time and day where that stuff just was a joke and we could laugh about it, but people are freaking weird now on the internet. I can't back. I still have breast hair's username, by the way. I'll always be breast hair. Okay, I've got her username, but yeah, I don't think I can bring her back because she's not really appropriate, and the fact that I'm Muslim as well, it just doesn't give the right. I wish it was just fun and games and there was no weirdness to it. We could be yeah, it's just funny, but when you deep it on a deeper level, something that I've got to answer to God one day and tell him, yes, I am breast hair. So I just don't think that would be a great conversation, and I just don't want to be responsible for how people interpret that. And so I'll happily keep breast hair as an inside joke between those who know and myself. But yes, I hope that answered your question. You were one of the OG beauty girls in Oz. Oh my God, thank you. I will have to agree with that, because even though I didn't make it far, I'm no million follower, yeah. I was at the beginning, and I can say that because I really mean it. No lies there. I know lies there, but don't worry, that pool, that industry, it's flooded now. They don't need me. I'm nothing. All right.